One life, yeah.
Yes.
This is one life. Can I have a ground commander, please? Dr. Boom, do you want a 2IC?
Knowing my reputation, yes.
Do you want a platoon medic?
That'd probably be advisable.
Alright, can I have an Alpha squad leader and a Bravo squad leader? Can I have an Alpha team leader? Can I have Alpha filled and a Bravo squad leader? By the way, Rifleman, you have additional ammo for the MG. You're probably going to laugh at what weaponry you have, but it's just what I decided. And yes, you have the secondary ammo for both. Auto Rifleman, your secondary weapon is also an AT weapon.
What?
Now, let me say it like this. Let me clarify. You all have the same secondary weapon. When I was speaking in that mode, I meant your primary weapon has an alternate firing mode. Everyone in the squad, actually everyone except the auto rifleman, have the same thing. You have a 3GL. Auto rifleman, you have an anti-tank weapon. And I'm not going to clarify. Can I have a Bravo team lead?
Yep. You have, or
Team lead.
Can I have Bravo filled? Can I have a Charlie squad lead? Hey, Mutton, how you doing? Can I have a Charlie team lead? And can I have a 5th rifleman for Bravo? You know, I'm sure the rest of you will figure out how to slot, and if you go outside, I'll just kick you from the op. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just Charlie now.
Let's go!
In the event you are the 20th person, I just fill in as a rifleman with ground command.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. As we load in, I will go over the overall information and background for this scenario. Approximately 2 days ago, strange energy regions were detected by a site facility within the Russian Federation. Specifically, it started detecting a new type of radiation. This radiation is not only completely unknown, but the effects of it are completely unknown to us, or anything for that matter. We have no idea what happens when it affects people. The SCP Foundation then contacted the Russian government inquiring what it was about, and the Russian government stonewalled them. After the time between then and now had passed, the SCP Foundation made a decision to mobilize and try to do reconnaissance to discover what this was about. The first group that was sent in was a reconnaissance element of village idiots that were immediately in the area. All contact with them was lost when they entered the maximum range of the radioactive area dubbed on the map. The concentration of the radiation is much more prominent in this area that is marked with an orange circle. However, it has been detectable in trace amounts for kilometers, which is why the site facility was able to find it and detect it in the first place, and through there triangulate its position with satellite telemetry. After village idiots were lost, another group of NU7 Hammered Down was sent in via Blackhawk to try to find the village idiots, thinking that they were taken out by ground fire, and as soon as they entered the zone, they were also lost. Now you are being sent in as Beta 7 Maz Hatters with what hopefully should be equipment that prevents whatever effects of radiation that are happening on the other 2 MTF elements from happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
Again, big emphasis on hope, but we don't know if we'll be able to maintain contact once you enter the zone. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Regardless, your job is to simply assess the following. Find out what happened to the other 2 MTF teams. Find the source of the radiation. And if the source of radiation is tied to anything specific, call up to command and inquire further orders. Now, we don't want to start an international incident, so if you run into Russian forces or otherwise any other nation states, advise first before you enact anything. Otherwise, standing a standard operating procedure is only fire if fired upon, only act defensively until orders change. Regardless, that is that. You will have SOCOM Humvees with M134 miniguns to utilize. Good luck. Devil's Castle is also a debug zone. There's no reason for you to go up there. You can't get any vantage points from up there. Please don't use it. I just wanted to put the debug stuff close, because if I put it far away, it causes the server to load more things. And, well, as a metagame thing, frames might be a concern. So, yeah. Otherwise, that is it. This is a one life op. Do you have any questions?
Just to clarify, we're to find out what happened to the two teams, find the radiation source, if it's an object, recover the source, or disable the source.
All that was right. If you find it's an object or find a way to interact with it, radio first. Because
Inform
we
first,
have...
then action.
I'm going to tell you right now, like, out of character, you guys are going to have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I'm already anticipating
So, again, communication with me is going to be very important for this one.
that. Understood.
Question. You said that meta-knowledge would be possibly useful. What kind of meta-knowledge?
That is for me to know and for you to potentially know. Anyway.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Operate
luck.
cautionally, keep me informed, and I'll keep him informed.
I need the fucking wiki up just in case.
Just keep it close.
Hey, Righto Shark.
Oh, that was one.
Fuck off, why did it change again?
Stop being all special. Everybody fucking knew it was this way.
What?
I actually haven't mucked around.
I didn't.
I've got
see
an
anything.
even special airgun.
I've never seen this ever.
Alright, ground, switch to 19.
You said 19.
So, funny enough, these are Half-Life 2 weapons.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
19 check. Which one did you say, Boom? Sorry, 19?
19. Channel 4. Give me a moment, I need to deliver this select.
So by the way, for your squad leaders, I forgot to mention, have an alternate channel on your short range to 5-0.
Yep. 50 Joe. Ground.
Good check.
Check, 90.
Good check.
Oh, 2 IC.
Okay, grabbing a Humvee.
Long range. Oh,
Ah, boy, boy, boy.
50 check.
Go check 50.
How are you all doing?
Join me at the Humvee at the front end so that I can get a bit of an idea towards all of us.
Decrease that a bit more. I usually like keeping it on 60. Ah, yeah. Mwah. There's one quick thing I have to do in this AO. All right. Nobody, don't delete, hold action menu, awesome, and then, yeah. Anyway, guys, did you know that SCP, you know, it doesn't always have to have something super big bad or a mutant or some zombie plague. No, some of the SCPs are just wacky, interesting, and I guess we're going to figure out what it is today and what the player base might do and why I said metagame knowledge might be incredibly important for this little scenario. I'm not going to spoil anything just yet, but I'll let you predict with the players what's going on. Because every Monday I plan to do either an SCP or a Vietnam op with TSB, because that's, well, all I really feel like doing, to be perfectly honest. Good check.
I want them ready to
What?
hear.
Is
I
it?
want them listening, and I want them ready to act if things start going skew with. If you go down, you have to step away or die. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. I'm thinking we're inserting our MTF 7 route. I'm going to be in com.
Is
We're going to
it
try and keep comms and do
Half-Life or
regular
is that
check-ins
from?
of high comm as frequently as we can.
Okay.
All of you need to inform me if you see anything change.
Oh, right. One thing I need to do as well, because I always do it in the Zeus interface, because you can't, when you do it through Eden, you can't interact with it in the Zeus, that interface. That one's incredibly important.
One team,
What?
another team. So let's say Alpha, you take the northern one.
No, I alt-tabbed. Sorry.
But I hope you're
Charlie,
doing
you take middle.
A-okay. We'll see how things
And
go.
Charlie, you take the last one. Right.
What about the town of
That-
Petrov?
Shark, how's the
Is what
water
we'll
if
do
you're
is
down at
if we
Virginia
find
Beach?
anything conclusive here. Our main job.
Oh, we also have
We're
night
checking
vision, so it's
here.
not like it matters.
Well, night vision is good until you get into certain locations where their textures make everything dark. And then
Fair.
Mhm.
So we may check Petrovska if we see movement in that area. As we're driving up, this is an elevated position.
Actually, no, that'd be cool. They want to check it out? Sure. I didn't think about it, but yeah, let's do it. Two things need to happen. Number one, ability, need to turn their pathing off. Number two, the fun thing. Because I think they're technically in the zone. Yep, so it all works out. Cold but nice? Hey, man. Ocean water is good for the skin.
If we see signs of them here, or
I mean, I
like
bet
abandoned
they
vehicles,
said not to pull up the wiki.
other,
I could pull up the wiki.
there might be something there. If we don't, we'll have to start spanning out and looking for in less
People
obvious
even get
areas.
whingy about it. You can't.
Yeah.
Should we at the very
Or
least
never say anything
check
against it, but other
their
people
last
would.
known location, the marks, just to...
So what's funny is they could actually see it
Hide inside the vehicle.
if they look
Round and Charlie will move along the MS.
from the right angle, but
Oh shit! This thing has 3.
We'll carry along line. So Alpha Bravo, you can take that road.
we'll see how things go. Let's see. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 factions in this AO. Fun fact. One of them I have not spawned in yet. Those guys are up there. And this is all going to play out depending on what they do in this AO. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I'm going to completely ad-lib it. A lot of my AOs, I plan ahead. This one completely depends on what the player base does. This is... Hi, send message.
Current plan as it stands is we're first going to move down both routes that the MTF forces initially took. We're going to have a deeper look at the triangulated position, see if the MTF forces are there.
Why
If they are not, we're going to fan out and look out further. If we find if we can form an radiation source but not the MTF teams, we will move off. How copy?
I affirm. Proceed with caution. Good luck. Out.
Copy.
Do. Small detail. It's hard to get in here, but there is a full team. Fun fact, these are the kits from last week's Halloween op.
This is Alpha. We'll be taking 2 Vics.
Hey, Black Right.
Hey, firm. This is ground. All forces ready to roll.
No. This is actually, on paper, a really simple op.
Copy. Alpha, Charlie, you guys ready?
There's something simple going on, and the player base has to figure it out. And if they accidentally screw it up,
Bravo's ready.
bad things happen.
Alpha, are you ready?
Now, I have to be very,
If everyone's ready, we'll
very specific
Charlie's ready.
Alright, roll out.
with things here.
Copy, all robots roll out.
Because I'll explain it when it happens, but there's something
Roger.
that you have to do a certain
Alpha
way in
Bravo,
Arma,
keep in contact with each other and me. Keep me in the loop. Charlie, you'll be taking.
and I have to be very quick to do it.
Copy. This is Charlie. Copy. We'll be falling behind ground.
Bravo can take
Yeah, right, Pumpkin?
Sam slow bit down, let the
Wrong now.
others catch up.
And I gotta basically observe this line and play it by ear. I was originally going to use a script
Initial squad, once you move in, be careful.
that disabled
Keep an eye out
simulation of
until those
anything that
even
entered the zone and had
odd
some
going
exceptions
on.
and lists the player characters in variable form as the exceptions. However, what I found out in testing,
ground to HICOM.
if you disable the sim of the vehicles, it traps everyone inside. This is high, send message ground.
Are you aware that the insert Black Hawks for the MTF7, sorry, are still in AO?
This is Charlie the ground.
Hey, then.
This is Charlie. We have eyes on 2 frozen helicopters to the north.
I was just
Over.
caught up, yeah.
I'm aware, I've informed HICOM. I'm awaiting further.
Ground, this is high. We're not seeing that on satellite feed. Can you confirm, over?
I confirm that you're having difficulty seeing it, but I'm looking at my own 2 eyes and I see 2 Black Hawks frozen, seemingly in complete stationary motion.
Yeah, Bravo's got eyes on them as well.
Roger, do you have a rough estimate of their position, over?
All forces hold for a moment. Hey firm, I have a rough estimate. It's somewhere in a rough grid of 054038 if I had to make an estimate.
A firm, that's roughly a few hundred meters from their position, just next to the orange line, over.
Hey firm, that is a rough mark case based on observation. All forces roll out. Charlie, take point.
I think someone just
turn.
disconnected, so I'll have to teleport him back.
Bravo, this is Alpha. We'll be taking point, going left.
Ensure spacing of at least 50 meters, so if anything anomalous...
Also, this is a major hint. We'll see if they take it.
Yeah, Bravo's just south of these kilos.
9 and a battleship, what do you mean by that? I've been in the Mighty Mo in Pearl Harbor. And I was on, I think, the Bowsfin as well, through the Pearl Harbor Museum.
Do not know they burning, but
I've been on a battleship, yeah.
Keep an eye out. Tell what you see.
Yep, I see it, stand by.
This is Charlie to ground. We do have eyes on smoke, but it seems to be over the hill.
Copy that.
Bravo, this is Alpha, go slow.
Send in
This is very heavily dense.
Month 50 of being sub to Liru. When will this torture end? Send help.
This is ground to high command.
Bravo, hold.
This is high sun message.
Are we aware of any civilian presence in the AO as far as reports have gone from initial teams?
That is unknown at this time, over.
Understood. Send Bravo for Alpha.
This is Charlie to ground.
Good.
We have eyes on dead bodies and 2 smoking vehicles on the road itself.
Copy, I'm assuming we found MTF6 or 7, what to do.
But Moxie, thanks for the,
Bravo, our
oh, you're continuing.
Stopped. We were right at the radius.
Mox is still stuck with a gift sub, that's lovely.
Copy that.
Nonetheless, hope y'all keep enjoying the operations, and if we get a nice kick out of the scenario, thanks for all your mod work.
Unknown at this moment. Alpha, would you be willing to try and tow rope the vehicle back?
This is Alpha, Roger.
That is smart, that would work. If they pull it out of the field, the only reason they're able to operate in it is because they have, suits on as the Maz Hatters.
Ground to Charlie, I'm just sending some of my
Don't
guys
go
to check
parallel
bodies,
of it.
see if anything looked normal there. Ground to Alpha Bravo, how's it on your end?
Yo, we got people in this Vic up here.
Tentative.
Stationary
We're
well.
trying to pull Bravo Vic back from the radius.
There's found the MTF guys. They're frozen.
It's too short.
This is ground to high command.
It's still too short.
This is Hi, Sun Message.
We found one of the teams, they, I guess, in frozen animation.
Say again, over.
The team, MTF, I'm assuming 7, given their equipment, seem to be frozen in time.
Yeah.
That's in a firm break. Judging from your rough position and where you estimated hammered down was break. So we have helicopters frozen over NU7's position, and we have the Village Idiots also frozen. How copy?
A firm, either the Village Idiots or MTF-7 themselves frozen, whichever group this is. One of the 2 vehicle convoy, it seems the rear one is destroyed. By forces I do not know, and there are KIAs at the current time. The front vehicle, however, all crew seem alive. We're not touching it due to whatever anomalous effect it has occurred.
Hey, firm, I've been monitoring your net. You also reported that you had one of your own Vics get stuck, over.
Hey, firm, that is true.
Hey, firm, Bravo's vehicle was the one that got stuck. We managed to successfully pull it back, and it's functioning again.
Hey, firm.
Where did it get stuck?
Roughly marked by a red line near MTF New 7 Hammerdown's marker. Just a bit beyond the projected radiation radius.
Roger, so are you saying if you bring a vehicle past the orange line, it ceases all function, over?
Hey, firm. Seems it freezes in time based off the helos in the sky.
Roger, well, as Maz Hatters, you're wearing specialized equipment to stop all CBRN issues, radiation being one of them, but your vehicles are not equipped with that ability. Neither were the other 2 MTFs. It's quite possible there is a correlation between the effect of your vehicles you are experiencing and the radiation field. How copy?
Hey, firm.
Ground copies. Charlie, dismount one of your guys, or wherever you've actually gone. Never mind, actually, Charlie. I'm sending one of my guys to walk into the field to see if he's affected.
I suspect that if you were to send a drone up to look at the helos, we'd see hammer down inside.
Last call sign, this is High. Be advised, a reconnaissance drone was sent earlier. However, we also lost contact with it. How copy?
Hey, firm.
This is ground. I can confirm we are protected from the at least this outer level
I
of
assume it's
interference.
electronic. I know what SCP this is, and I don't remember its name.
Oh, joke's on them. I just made this up. It's not a specific SCP.
Confirmed.
Alpha Bravo, what's going on?
Nothing on our end.
See, the best stuff
Okay,
is
just wanna
homebrew
use it.
because then you can't, people can't predict it.
So I don't know myself. Don't worry about it.
Bravo to High, could we get some spray paint canisters? Just so we can mark the line on the ground.
Charlie, dismount, we'll move up. Alpha Bravo, you'll have to dismount and move on foot. We'll regroup at the crossroads down the road. How copy?
This is High to the second to last call sign. Hold your position. That's an interesting idea. Break. Out of character, I'm going to put a box down behind both groups with various things of spray paint if you want to utilize that, because I did not think of that, but that would be something you have, so give me one moment. Over.
Hey, firm.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? I always like rewarding behavior like that. That promotes critical thinking. Because at this point, logically, they would hold position and
Alpha, correction, Bravo, this is
you know,
Alpha.
just
Let
get
me
that
know when
equipment.
you are stepping off.
Hey, firm.
All call signs is high, out of character. That cargo crate is down by your both positions. Break. For the sake of brevity, we'll say that reinforcements were brought up to provide the equipment and then pulled out. How copy?
Alright, so we're getting...
Ground copies.
On the back.
So I'll explain what happened here.
We're going to try and
This guy
the
frozen
frozen
time,
MTF
and his
team
rear vehicle
via
basically
moving them
rear-ended
from
into
AO
him and blew up, but this
will
vehicle
leave
did not
the
blow up.
Captured state. I will mark it.
I will explain why later if people remind me, but if something happens, this vehicle will also blow up. But you know how in Arma Physics when you're doing a convoy and the front vehicle desyncs? Yeah. And then, that front Vic is fine, but then the rear vehicle is,
Charlie, get the vehicle over here and start trying to pull this back.
But McTowers, thank you.
This is Charlie, affirmative.
Ground to Alpha Bravo, how are you doing on your march forward?
Well, Turvy, you probably wouldn't want to touch something that's frozen in time at the risk of freezing yourself in time as well, but because of Arma's limitations, I don't think they'd be able to, unfortunately.
Copy that. Once you've received additional equipment, you can proceed onwards. We're trying to pull back this vehicle, and then we shall attempt to recover the affected individuals.
Affirmative, my driver will do that.
Now, one thing I want to do real quick. The hell?
Bravo to Alpha, we're gonna start moving down the path slowly.
Liv, Tim,
I was about to say, I think that was a misping.
Roger that. Perfect.
Bravo to High, we are moving in towards the radius.
Alright, we're going to be on the southeast
I think
side.
you meant ground, but that's fine.
This is Ground High Command.
Ground, this is High, send message.
We are leaving the trapped MTF Team 6 Village Idiots where they are currently located due to risk of additional damage to them if we try to extricate them. We will be relying on a cleanup crew later on to potentially recover them. Copy.
High Command, knowledge is all. Good luck. Out. I didn't think they'd split their forces like this, so that's why I'm setting up that position last second. And yeah, Predator click, it's part of the map. It doesn't mean anything, though. I have another idea for something like that, but got delayed. I'm gonna keep my light on. I did tell him in the beginning, though, as a hint, don't get super attached to your VIX.
Bravo, this is Alpha. Do you see anything on your end?
Wait, hold. Yes, northeast, about 300, 400 out.
Where?
This is Ground to High Command.
This is High Command, send message.
I've gotten visual on a Russian checkpoint down road, seemingly frozen. There's also damage to the power plant, as far as we can tell.
Roger, you have eyes on Russian forces in the AO, and you're also reporting that there has been battle damage at the power plant. Over.
Yes, either battle damage or structural damage of other means. I'm uncertain this time.
Hey, firm. Continue your investigation. Out.
This is Bravo.
Advise on...
Oh, yeah,
Go ahead, Ground.
Advise on interaction with Russian forces.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there's also fucking
Break,
off-road
this
road.
is Alpha. We spotted Russians along our path and more vehicles
Correction, they look
frozen
like
in,
some kind of
near the spot.
insurgency force. Head wraps.
Ground copies.
AK style
So there are
weapons.
checkpoints along both these roads, I'm assuming.
Now let's put in
Sorry,
our
taking you last.
I'm inferring there are
fun people.
checkpoints at both of these, on both these roads. How copy?
Wait one, I'll confirm that.
I'm gonna wait a little longer before I put them in.
This is Charlie the ground.
This is ground send.
The men appear to have heartbeats still.
Understood. Good to know.
Maybe they've been
Ground
frozen.
to high command.
Okay, out of character, out of character. They're not supposed to have heartbeats. They're frozen. Like I said, if there's something that I hear you guys call up, I will quickly rectify. Over.
This is ground to Alpha Bravo. We've reached initial RP point. How is your progress?
Again,
This
there's
is
some
Alpha.
metagame things I can't
Disregard
change,
my
and I told
last
them
about the
earlier.
Russians. Looks like insurgents.
Charlie, hold for a moment, if you would.
Make sure you don't go too far.
There seems to be frozen.
This is
Next time they call me, though, I will delay
Keep
things.
close for a moment. Affirm, so there are also insurgent or local forces that are not Russian in area. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Oh, they're
confirmed.
tying them?
Yep. So disregard
I'm
my
just
last
gonna
about Russians.
tie
These
these
guys are
people.
locals or insurgents.
Which,
Copy
that
that.
is a feature for later. Stop touching the wax.
This is ground to high command, reporting additional that there are local forces of unknown origin in a
20,
seemingly local
19,
militia or
18, 17,
unknown faction.
16,
I would assume.
15, 14,
Hey, did
13,
anybody hear the noise?
12, 11,
This is Bravo.
sounded like
Seems that we're able to
8,
move
7,
these guys
6,
over.
5,
Affirm, leave them as is. We don't know what damage
2,
we could cause to them by moving them in their current state. Leave them be. Move to the RP point.
Yeah, leave them. Just leave them.
Break. This is Alpha. We spotted a enemy moving patrol to our pos. We haven't fired, and they haven't fired at us yet.
Affirm, Bravo, moving up.
By any chance, is the patrol off to your east?
Yep, confirmed.
That would be that would be ground and MTF. And ground and Charlie.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We just called each other
we're
out.
waiting at the RP point for you.
Alright, now watch this.
Sorry.
Ground, this is high affirming your last. Continue to investigate the AO. Over.
Ground copies.
Let's see if they notice the time distortion.
Then you know, get the shit.
Yo, we got more.
Press control P.
We got more infantry
Go
contact
to
in the.
press.
Oh, before I forget.
What information?
This is
keep it all on
fun.
I have a set of go
Anyway, if we are able to stop this shit and turn it off,
Ground to Alpha Bravo, catch your breath for the moment, and we're all going to proceed down road.
They don't know what happened. They're
We're just going to keep on these roads, and then we're going to split into our designated areas to investigate the nuclear plant. Keep me informed if you see anything abnormal.
Bobo's starting to get
I'm
it, though.
aware that there's a hovering MI8, and I'm aware there are infantry in the compound.
I'm waiting for them to start finding the bodies soon, but that's a-okay.
No, that's a hostile act
Get permission to tie them all up.
affected party.
Do you know what I love? Yeah, they're not
No.
hostile.
Okay.
Russians are temperamental as it is.
Right on, Blackguard. Good luck.
Ground Alpha Bravo, you ready to move out?
This is Alpha. Affirm. We're ready to move out.
Copy, lead us out then. We'll follow in
Bravo,
behind.
moving out as well.
Us being Ground and Charlie.
You copy. Alpha is taking point, staying on the west side of the road.
Copy.
This is Charlie. Will be on the right side of the road.
Michael, good question.
Charlie, try and alternate its size, people. We're at least trying to be organised.
Oh, dead people. Very nice.
This is Alpha. There's more insurgents further down the road, believed to be frozen as well.
Ground copies. I'm probably going to infer that there's some sort of battle here, similarly surrounding this anomaly or anomalous event.
Are there Russians as well?
Seems likely insurgent forces were attempting to strike the power plant, given its purpose as a strategic target.
This is Alpha. Additional information. The insurgents are having a standoff with the Russians.
If leave them be, just enter as is. Charlie, feel free to split off to your sector as soon as you wish. Alpha Bravo, head to yours as well. We will stand by this checkpoint and relay information.
Affirm.
We being ground team.
Break, this is Alpha. Helicopter moving northwest.
Affirm, Alpha. Proceed on tasking, I'll keep informed. Ground to High Command.
Is there two, or is there only one?
What's the helicopter?
There too.
All squads, proceed to your tasking. Ignore the helicopters. Ground to High Command.
I should have frozen that a bit quicker.
Ground to High Command.
Ground, this is High. Send message.
Reporting Russians attempted to send 2 by Mi-8 HIP reinforcement. 1 exploded on contact with the alarm.
Ground, this is High. Send message.
This is Ground. 2 by Mi-8 attempted QRF into anomalous field. How copy?
Ground, this is High. Send message. Over.
Ground, think we're too close in proximity for signal get out. Would recommend you stay closer to the
3.
radius line.
Ground, this is High. A firm on Russian helicopter activity in your AO. Keep proceeding through the... Ground, this is High. A firm. Be advised there might be some sort of time dissolution effect that is hampering comms between you... Ground, this is High. Be advised. I believe there is some sort of time dissolution. Be careful. Over.
I can't copy. Last communication there is contact within.
Alpha, we've got contacts. Hold fire for now. Hold fire. Hold fire.
If you're being fired upon, return fire, Alpha.
He wasn't supposed to be in there. That's weird.
Bravo, whichever falls. If you're fired upon, you're free to engage. That's the rules of engagement.
Whoops. He, for whatever reason, broke out of his garrison.
So any information passed out will be slow. Okay. Ground to Alpha Bravo Charlie, how copy?
This is Alpha.
Bravo got engaged by target. What, was it a Russian?
I don't know.
That was one of the other factions here, and now we're having...
This Bravo, we just got engaged by additional targets, moving to investigate.
Copy.
So these guys I'm spying are Chaos Insurgency. Again, there's quite a few different factions in play at the moment.
Bravo to ground.
This is ground then.
Seems that guys are in similar equipment as ours, though different weaponry.
Hey firm, assume time dilation so there may be some future anomalous procedures going on here. Ground to High Command, you copy.
Ground, this is high. Send message, over.
Last transmission before re-entering time dilation field, heavy time dilation field. We are engaged in contact within the area itself, seemingly either future or unknown force anomalous tech. We are currently engaging them as current. This is going to be the last transmission you receive for a while, as I'll be re-entering time dilation field to get a further effect. How copy?
This is Alpha. We got engaged, so it looks like...
Ground, this is high. Affirm. From your current position, there appears to be a 10-second delay break. Wherever you gave your previous information about the helicopters, our scientists estimated it was about 30 seconds. So if you were still moving into the field and then you pulled back, as you said, it is likely that the closer you get to the center of this source, the more that effect is felt. Over.
Ground copies.
Eyes on.
This is Charlie to ground.
This is ground.
We've got heavy
The contact is wearing similar armor to ours, but a bit worse.
That's a grenade.
Sam, you fucking idiot. Why did you open the door?
So, let me start giving the plot here. There was a major fight here, and the device was turned on.
Literal battle jumpers, and they're going airborne, or battle jumpers in the Halo thing?
No, fuck.
Tracy's still down.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The HVI is dead. Oh, well. Maybe some of the science... Oh, no, all the scientists are dead, too. Shit. Oh, well. There goes that secondary objective.
Ground to Alpha Bravo Charlie, how goes your contacts? Bravo, I know you're in heavy contact and possibly KI and multiple got for you.
This is Charlie. We have taken down a squad of combatants, and we have found a standoff between Russians and unknown. Possibly insurgents.
So, the Battle Jumper faction is their own faction of people that were...
We are on the triangular.
how would I put it? Trying to secure the technology here. If you want me to put it in factions, it could be... Gosh, what's the... So the MTF highest bidder, for example, they fight against a group of people that sell technology to the highest bidder, so you can say that that was that faction of battle jumper units that just got killed off. Then you have the original science faction, which made this device, and you have the Russian military, then you have a group of insurgents that also wanted to get it, and then you also have the Chaos Insurgency, which are the other people in the same type of armor that these guys are in, trying to come in here. And then there's going to be another faction that I'm debating if I want to bring in or if I want to just leave as is.
Alpha Bravo, what's your progress on falling back to us?
So we had one KIA.
I'm confused. I don't know if that's friendly or enemy.
Now they're friendly wiggling. But the whole point of this was to have a PID nightmare, because Chaos Insurgency tech and SCP tech, I mean, they're pretty much the same.
Ground to Alpha
A lot of
Charlie.
Chaos Insurgency members are from the SCP Foundation. So this is just a massive mindfuck.
Keep pumping blood. He is no longer bleeding.
Alpha... Correction. Yeah, this is Alpha. We are at Alpha Mark. Accurate.
This is Charlie. We are Charlie. Mark accurate.
Is Metro probably corpse?
No.
I'm gonna take a prisoner anyway.
Also, this is Charlie. We saw two,
Okay, leave him be.
armored
Follow the
individuals heading towards Alpha.
Where did he just go? Debug?
There you go.
Oh.
There you go now.
What?
This is Charlie 2 Alpha. There were two armored individuals heading towards the Alpha position.
Good copy. Direction.
That man is now out of the AO. What the fuck?
Good copy. Charlie.
He's so far out there, I have no idea where he
Alpha.
went. That's great.
I believe the
That's not him.
frozen people seem to causing him coming back to life. We just witnessed a door opening of a from a Russian to
Copy. Good to keep note of that, but current objective is to clear this triangulated area.
Bravo, lead us back up.
From what?
This op is making me doubt myself.
We don't got an enemy's gun.
Alpha, Charlie, please
if you
follow the
identify the gun,
triangulated position.
Yeah, yeah.
We want as many
This
guys
op
here
is
as we
making
can.
me
so we can
doubt
kill
myself. That's
all the bosses
hilarious.
inside of this area.
I know, no,
Good
actually,
copy.
Don, a Scrantron reality
Sure,
anchor
the
would
marker.
fix all of this.
I want overwhelming firepower on these buggers.
Also, I forgot to disable the voices of these units. I had that on my to-do list, and I completely forgot.
I'm telling you guys to fucking get to the
So I'm going to keep periodically sending these four-man teams in here.
What did I just say?
That's another team.
Hey, do not enter area yet. We are staging outside. Does that not copy with you?
Probably go first.
No, am I?
Get some bloody spacing.
2, 1.
This is Brown to Alpha Charlie. Are you at triangulated position yet? Got current contact, same as before, or we've been on the right?
same description as Charlie stated.
Copy.
This is Alpha getting engaged west as well.
Copy. Okay. Start moving in, guys. Get these guys killed. Bravo. Whoever's engaging external force, continue engaging external force. Other forces move in. Eliminate forces inside. Eliminate forces first, then deal with other anomalous things later.
Do you want, Ground, this is Alpha. Do you want Alpha to do exterior security?
Yep.
Hold on, I need to, like, select everything. It's not highlighting the unit out there, though, which is concerning me.
I just realized it won't be a fucking issue in how we...
Remember, you have night vision.
This is Bravo. We're gonna move up to the second floor and clear it. Over.
This is part of the Institute team.
Yep, grenades, right?
Back on me.
Yep, I'm on you.
Oh, he was supposed to block them from getting up here because I have part of the device up here.
Someone call fucking
This is. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Fucking.
Do 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 do. Oh, come on! Oh my God!
Press the button.
Wow. Okay, so that's not calibrated to run on the server.
Send in goats.
Ah, I hate it when we have stuff added to the mod set that's not tested. We have a whole team of people that this. Cool. Here, 1 second. That annoys me. So why that just happened was whatever that asset is.
Fucking frames.
Give it a second to recalibrate. I apologize for that. I thought when we'd have things in this mod set, they would have been tested server side, but whatever. Stand by, over.
No
Give it a
worries.
second. The Not Red Army, thank you for the resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. I should have gone with my gut and not used it, because it was supposed to add urgency to turn the machine back on to get rid of the radiation. But I'm disappointed in the mod team now. And this is why I don't really Zeus that much in TSB anymore, because the mod sets have gotten super bloated and they have all this stuff in it. And now it's turning into the fact that you can't even use some of this stuff server side because it just doesn't behave properly. And this is why. So when someone makes a mod set, I try to assume that it's usable, but in this case, it appears to not be the case, and I think the op might be bricked now because of it. So, because at this point, you have to wait for the server to catch up. Because now it's trying to initiate, what, 23 versions of that script.
It's one frame.
Actually, I just turned. Yeah, works.
Yeah, Arma moment, right?
0.1 frame.
I mean, I'm enjoying the op.
But because of the sheer amount of stuff they've added to the mod set, I don't have the time to go through every single thing, so I assume they do when they add it because we've had multiple issues.
Should we, like, disconnect and then come back?
Well, JFK, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just annoyed with myself about how this has gone.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Are we frozen in the time dilation?
We can just claim they were frozen in the time dilation. Fuck it. Why not? Damn it.
Clone.
Just out of curiosity, what did you just spawn in, Liru?
A drone.
Don't bring it up.
And it's a custom composition that was going to put pressure on one of the objectives, and it decided to spawn a copy of itself for every player on the server because of how it was made, which is something that would have been easily detectable in a server-side test, so I assumed when they put it in the mod set, it was tested, but I guess not.
What was I gonna say?
If it's a custom composition, isn't it on your end?
It's not, because it's something I can literally spawn from the Zeus interface. Therefore, why does the mod that added it to the server exist if it's not even able to be used server-side?
That's a good issue.
This is why I like to make my own mod sets and why I do more Zeusing in my own community framework rather than TSBs, because this is what happens, and I think the op is bricked. Let me tab out. That just pisses me off. You have no idea. Because I trust people to do things, and then they don't do them, and then I get scuffed because I wanted to trust other people to do things.
Liru did gingerly crash again.
So right now the server's giving not really anything. I think it's just the server trying to catch up with what was spawned. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to give it 1 minute, and if it's bricked, it's bricked. And I'm just going to say, hey, like, the mod team could actually server-side test all the mods they put in. That'd be great. RPT is just throwing network messages right now, which reflects on people trying to maintain their connections to the server despite it being bricked. Oh, well. It is literally on 1 frame a second. I'm timing the audio cues with my OBS timer here. But Wasber, thanks for the 23-month resub. Dreadnought, thanks for the 25-month resub. Okay, now we're at 2 frames. We'll see what happens. I'm just annoyed. Because here's the thing. If it was a custom composition I made, and I needed to test it server-side, then I would. You know, that's what I do for Pay for Pains, for example. But if it's something that's literally in the spawn queue of the Create tab, I assume all of this is going to work properly because it's built into the game. So at what point do I need to literally test every single unit piece in the AO? Like, at that point, it becomes unfeasible to, you know, to run an op if I have to test every single unit that's involved. So I'm just bugged about that.
Going to acknowledge what any of the further advice, or
I'm just gonna say we got stuck in the time annihilation field. I'm pulling the plug on the server. Standby.
Copy.
That annoys me to no freaking end, because I spent 4 hours this morning tinkering with this concept and testing scripts, and all for it to be cucked by something just in the mod set. Oh, what a world we're in.
MTF Mad Hatters has been declared MIA.
What a world we live in. Here, I'm just restarting the server real quick. Oh. See, and then this goes into an argument of people ask me, like, hey, is there anything you need done for missions? And then I'm very... How do I put it? I don't trust other people when I work with them on Arma stuff, because it is literally 50-50 where I will get burned by something like this, and this just happens to be one of them. But I'm gonna stop bitching. You know, big oh well on that.
I mean,
all right.
Anyway,
here's the deal. I'm sorry that fell apart. I spawned something from the spawn menu, and it decided to spawn 23 copies of itself, the amount of players that were on the server. So all I'm going to say is I can't test things that I'm going to assume are... Oh, T-Far took me back, Lamau. I'm not going to...
I'm free.
Okay, there we go. I can't test every single thing in the mod set.
No,
like
it's perfectly fine.
That's the mod set's job, or mod team's job. So I'm a bit annoyed, but oh well. I'm not gonna restart the mission because there's no point. I guess I'll just do a Vietnam mission next week, or I'll do something where I will, if I feel like it, because this is also why I've been using in TSB less and less. It's just random bullshit like this that, you know, I spent 5 hours on this morning, testing everything that was custom scripted on my end. And for me to be cucked out by something in the mod set, just whatever.
Breaking or
whatever.
being
like,
broken.
I can't be bothered anymore. So yeah, hope you had fun. If you didn't, yeah, I'm not even gonna put feedback up because we didn't even get to the heart of this. So I'll probably host something tomorrow or Wednesday in my own framework, because I'm just... It's a shame, because there was some other cool stuff, but whatever.
It is getting good too, unfortunately.
question, what was the name of the thing you spawned?
It was a drone which spawned 8 rocks together with a light. And it decided to spawn... Yeah, I don't know, because there's 130 or something mods in that mod set, and I'm just...
Yeah.
I keep trying to work with it, and then things keep breaking, but I guess I'll see you guys next week, so... have fun. Alright, yeah, right. If only it worked that way, Blackheart. It's just, there's a reason TSB's dying, is because people keep... Yeah. As Dutch Eagle just put the mod set down. Like, there's just so many... I would say ever since Sniper Wolf stepped down, he still oversights things here and there, but it's just... There's a reason a lot of people have been jumping ship, myself included, but... Anyway, that is all I have for today. We're going to be back later with some Phasmophobia at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got some mission development. I've got a really cool Warhammer 40k campaign I'm working on. And, I mean, you know, this one, oh well, luck of the draw. Maybe some DayZ later as well, but otherwise, yeah, I'm probably going to work on another SCP mission on Wednesday in my own framework to make up for this, so we'll just go for that. Yes, Don, I know, Deep Rock Galactic, not sure if I'll stream it, but we'll see how things go. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Sorry this became a dud. We can just say they got lost in the time dilation field, but otherwise, go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.